morning, everybody. I got a great question about how do we raise our vibration and what exactly does that mean? So, when we think about frequencies, when we meet somebody and we're just naturally drawn to them and we want more of them, their frequency is probably pretty high. Anything that is matter has a vibrational frequency. You and I have a vibrational frequency. Everything that's around me out here does. Animals, minerals, crystals, everything that is matter is energy. So we need to remember that first. But when we meet somebody and we're naturally drawn to them, or we feel like, gosh, this person, the presence around this person, it just feels so good, their frequency is probably up in that higher zone. We'll talk a little bit more about that. On the other side of the coin, when we meet somebody and we just get this weird feeling from them, they're not bad people, but their frequency does not resonate with ours. So I got a question on how do you raise your vibration? So there's a couple different ways. There's a lot of different ways, but I want to talk about the ways that I keep my good vibes, high vibes, positivity, law of attraction going, being able to just live in the greatest experience despite having some pretty big challenges. I believe that it is due to the vibrational frequency that I exist at. Doesn't mean I don't drop down into a lower frequency from time to time. We do. It happens. But our work is to know what kind of activities, what kind of attitudes, what kind of behaviors raise our vibration consistently, and then how do we kind of readjust? Okay, so one of the biggest and easiest ways to raise your vibration is to spend time in beauty, to spend time in nature. We've all had bad days where we're just grumpy, things aren't going our way, we can't seem to clear our minds, and we go for a walk in the woods or in nature or along a beach, along a coast, and then everything changes. That is because the vibrational frequency of that is bringing your vibrational frequency up. Now, if you spend a lot of your days in a cubicle around a lot of technology, a lot of barriers, if you think of like a big office building that has cubicles, those are all energetic blocks. Everybody is being blocked. But if you are blessed enough to work and have a job that allows you freedom and movement and the ability to look outside, ability to have lunch outside, beauty is around you, your frequency is likely to stay a little bit higher. One of the ways that has been researched as a vibrational frequency that is consistently high is a serious, felt feeling of gratitude. Not just checking it off the box, writing in your gratitude journal, friends, family, house, feeling gratitude, resonating gratitude, feeling so much abundance. One of the highest frequencies we can feel is gratitude. So science is sort of looking at these energy centers in our body, vibrational frequencies of people, and matching them to other common material matter things. Okay, so a quartz crystal, for example, vibrates at a very high frequency. If you were to surround yourself with certain crystals that vibrate at a high frequency, then you are likely to match that frequency. If you spend time in nature, you are likely to match that frequency. If you spend time with certain attitudes, behaviors, positivity, gratitude, right mindset, right thought, right action, right words, frequency is going to remain high. If you look at a situation and you see all the potential hazards, risks, fears, what can go wrong, your frequency will immediately drop. Okay, so fear, negativity, complaining, lack of gratitude, all are low frequencies. Okay, we've all experienced it. We've all been around people that just feel heavy, right? But if you're around somebody who sees the good, who believes in the good, who has faith in the good, who surrounds themselves with like-minded people, who is grateful, that person's frequency is going to consistently stay high. So there's some techniques and tools out there. You can go see somebody and have some Reiki done, and that kind of shifts out some of those lower level vibrations. It is all a great tool for your toolbox. Tuning forks is something that somebody asked about. And a tuning fork is an instrument that somebody who's trained to do this can ding the tuning fork, make it vibrate, and place it on your body to raise your vibration or to unblock some of those energy centers. Do they work? Yes. Do they work forever? No. You have to have consistent attitudes, behaviors, choices that increase your vibration. Foods that we eat play a huge role in our vibration. If we consistently eat processed foods, heavy foods, dense foods, low nutritional value foods, our frequency is going to remain low. If we eat alive foods, foods that are grown in your garden, that you get from a farmer's market, that's been poured with love, that is fresh, nearly alive, your frequency is going to remain higher. Okay, so it's everything. It's colors. Certain colors can raise your vibration. And really, the way that we do this is to tune into yourself, to tune in, asking yourself, how do I feel? When I see a situation, do I immediately go to worst case scenario or to fear or to limitations? Or do we see the possibilities? When we have an attitude of possibilities, our vibrational frequency is high. When we see potential good in every situation, our frequency is high. That doesn't mean we have bad days and, we stumble and we're negative. That's not the end of the world. It's easy to raise it back up. So music is a great vibrational frequency. Sound is a frequency. It can lift you up. You play your favorite song, you sing along, you dance, frequency goes up. Spending a lot of time with technology that supports and influences negative attitudes, principles, ideations, lowers your frequency. And it's not to say that we don't want to be informed, but if you were to, for example, do an experiment and not watch news for 2 weeks, your frequency would raise. Okay, it would raise. Doesn't mean you can't be informed, but the consistent input of the sound of the trailer to the news, dun, 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 fear, lowers your vibration. Spending time in nature immediately lifts it. Closing your eyes for a few minutes every day and listening to the sounds of birds. Feeling the whisper of the breeze on your face, which is why when I teach yoga in the park, I'm constantly bringing people back to the whisper of the breeze, the sound of the birds, the texture of the grass. That's frequency that's raising you up. Now, if you jump out of bed, you click on the news, you drink cheap coffee, you eat processed food, you complain, you don't spend any time outside, you don't spend any time with animals, you don't spend any time being grateful, you go to work, you get in your cubicle, you sit at your desk, you're surrounded by people that are complaining about their jobs, everything has a barrier, you get in your car, you drive home, you stop at a fast food joint, and then you go to bed, your frequency is going to be really low. But if you are mindful and you take the time to connect, to feel, to surround yourself with plants, with crystals, with animals, with things that raise your vibration, you choose to most of the time eat really healthy foods that are high vibration, you have a lot of color in your life, you have sound in your life, your frequency is going to remain high. It's really that simple. It's really, really that simple. So that's how you do it. Get outside, pet an animal, carry a crystal, listen to good music, sing a song, eat a salad, chew on a fresh strawberry. Your vibration's going to be up. It's that simple.